to make his presentation.
This one is on. Hello. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I would just like to take this opportunity to make a little correction. I hope it doesn't come from my time. And my name is Saiku Andrews with an S to the end. There's an error there. So,
Correction,
Mr. Speaker, for
Saiku Andrews, and now your time starts.
not Saiku, Saiku.
Saiku.
Mr. Speaker, let me take this opportunity to thank the PNC's leadership, those who voted for the PNC, those who voted for the APNU, and allow me this opportunity to be their representative in this house. Mr. Speaker, two observations. Most of the speakers on the government side spoke about the APNU taking away the cash grant. Okay. No, if you said it, fine. But listen to this. Let us circle back to 2015 and do some simple mathematics, because that is fundamental. Listen, in 2015, Mr. Speaker, the Because We Care crash grant was, yes, because it crashed. The Because We Care cash grant was $10,000. When the APNU AFC came to power, we put in place a project that was called the 5Bs. So listen. The 5Bs, bus, boats and bicycle, that is transportation. Breakfast and books. But let us do some simple calculation. A kid going to school, $100 to go, $100 come. Conservative estimates, $100 to go, $100 to come. 5 days a week, that's $1,000. 39 weeks in the school year, that is $39,000. That is more than the $10,000 we care cash grant. Hold on. Come to the front of the class. Mr. Speaker, put aside the books. Let us go to the breakfast. Conservative estimate, $400 per breakfast, 5 days a week, $2,000, 39 weeks in the year. Mr. Speaker, that works out to 78,000 Guyana dollars. Add them together, that is a value of 117,000 Guyana dollars to a school child. And when the Honorable Riaz Rupnarain mentioned that it's $339,000 to get the kids to school, it exposes the superiority of the 5B program and the weakness of the Because We Care cash grant. But you know what, Mr. Speaker? When people don't care about people, you know what they do? They don't examine programs to see the good in it. And if they could see that the program is superior, all they need to do is examine if there's something bad. We take this out, we refine it, and we just allow the people to benefit. But no, for political expediency, this government throw away the 5Bs, and guess what happened? A kid got to pay $339,000, $2,000 a day, $10,000 a week, 39 weeks, $390,000 per year. And you say you care about people, you care about yourself. Now, on a lighter note, Mr. Speaker, listen to me. Listen to me. When I look at this budget, Mr. Speaker, it says putting people first. But one would expect stronger measures geared at the senior citizen, uplifting the life of minimum wage workers, youths, and the vulnerable. But at the end of the day, Mr. Speaker, this budget that is presented in this House is clearly a budget of sand, stone, and cement. 50% of this budget goes to capital expenditure. Mr. Speaker, I am not here to oppose vision, you know. Don't get me wrong, comrades. I am not here to oppose vision. I am not here to oppose transformation, Mr. Speaker. As a matter of fact, Mr. Speaker, I welcome transformation. I welcome vision. As a matter of fact, listen, the Barajagio River Bridge is just a replacement of what was truly a transformational piece of infrastructure. But Mr. Speaker, so I'm not going to fight that. I'm not going to condemn that. But Mr. Speaker, hear this. Transformational, because the budget talks a lot about transformational infrastructure. But transformational infrastructure, Mr. Speaker, is not vision alone. Transformational infrastructure, Mr. Speaker, must deliver value for money. It must stand the test of time in service. It must withstand adversity. That is transformational infrastructure. And Mr. Speaker, listen. At the end of the day, we in the PNC has a record of delivering truly transformational infrastructure. Hold on, Mr. Speaker, I wasn't born in Peshawar, right? Right, Mr. Speaker, hear this. Transformational infrastructure loaded with value and benefits for the citizen was delivered in 1978 when LFS Barnum had the vision and foresight to link Stoomsdyke and Linden. Listen to me, a 72-kilometer highway stood the test of time. For 57 years. 1969, 57 years before this government decided that it needed some significant form of upgrade. That is transformational infrastructure. But on the contrary, Mr. Speaker, this government is spending in this budget, is asking us to approve $7.4 billion to rehabilitate the Providence to Diamond East Bank 4-lane road. Mr. Speaker, hear this. That project was only completed in 2014. That's only 12 years. Mr. Speaker, 12 years, and you got to go back and spend $7.4 billion, and you talking about transformation? That is not transformation. That is a waste of money. That is terrible management, Mr. Speaker. And listen, that's not all. Let us go to Thomasland. The road by the National Park. 2022, we spent $30 million to rehabilitate that road. 2 years later, after multiple attempts to fix the shoddy work, this government has decided to rebrand it and call it a 4-lane road. And now guess what? We're about to spend, we already completely spending billions of dollars on it. Mr. Speaker, that's why we waste money. Money keep going into projects and it don't make sense. And next year, we got to come back and do it again. 5 more years, do it again. And all the while, the people continues to suffer. Mr. Speaker, it is not only the roads that are in need of rehabilitation. The PPP's mindset needs to be rehabilitated. It needs to be rehabilitated. It needs to be rehabilitated from build, break, and rehabilitate to build to last. This is what Guyanese people need. This is what they vote for. This is what should have been delivered. Mr. Speaker, hold on. Mr. Speaker, 1978, Demerara Bridge, vision, transformation, linking Region 3 to Region 4, 48 years of service to the Guyanese people. Mr. Speaker, this government is now asking us to approve spending on the New Borbies Bridge. Mr. Speaker, look at the contrast. Now this government is asking us to spend money on a fixed bridge over the Borbies River. In 2000, this government missed 2 opportunities, Mr. Speaker, to build a fixed concrete bridge over the Borbies River. In 2000, Mr. Speaker, and 2004, they got the estimate, they got the proposal in 2000 for $30.8 million. They rejected it. In 2004, they got a proposal for $34.6 million. They rejected it. But in 2006, Mr. Speaker, they decided to burden the Guyanese people with a floating bridge that cost $45 million plus return on investment and all of the other maintenance costs over a 21-year period, subjecting the people of Region 5 and Region 6 to some of the highest toll rates in the Western Hemisphere. That is not leadership. That is cake shop economics. Mr. Speaker, this is contempt. This is contempt and managerial hypocrisy. Because here it is. The new bridge, at a press conference, an honorable member of this house was asked about a feasibility study. Mr. Speaker, you thought that decision was bad? This was the response. What feasibility study? We already did a comprehensive feasibility study in 2004 that told us where is the exact location and the benefits. So why did you need 3 feasibility studies before you decided to build a floating bridge? You know why, Mr. Speaker? Because the PPP got trapped in 1978, trying to recreate and mimic the transformative legacy of LFS Burnham with a floating bridge. But by the time they decided to build a floating bridge, that era has already been gone. The PNC been there, done that. Now, Mr. Speaker, you talk about transformational infrastructure. Like I said before, it has to stand the test of time. It has to deliver value for money. And listen, when you look at the Kanji River Bridge, it stands 48 years in service to the people. Ask the Honorable Minister, how much money you really spend when the year come on the Kanji Bridge? It's almost negligible because that is transformation and value. You know what is vision and transformation? Having the foresight to leave a 200 plus feet reserve to link Georgetown from Mandela Avenue to Sue's Dyke. But guess what? We did a wonderful housing scheme, the largest housing scheme in the Caribbean, but a lack of vision, guess what it did? Or mix-up vision, guess what it did? It put the housing scheme smack dead center in that pathway. Now guess what? We're about to build the Mandela to Eccles all the way to Asu's like highway. And now the road is like this. You gotta go straight, twist, turn around Diamond, go around like if it's an amusement park ride. But hold on, Mr. Speaker, this is beyond poor planning. This is beyond poor planning. Mr. Speaker, this budget wasting people money. This is more of the same and value down the drain. Mr. Speaker, let us go to the Mandela to Eccles highway. Like I said, a lot of projects have the potential to be transformative, but it must deliver value. It must deliver savings. But listen to this one. This is going to shock the house. Phase 1, 2021, phase 1. It cost us 928 million per kilometer. This is Cane Field, Virgin Land, right? 1 year later, phase 2, Eccles to Diamond, the price went up $1.4 billion. 1 year after that, phase 3, Diamond to Busby, $2.3 billion. Same Cane Field, you know. Phase 4, Busby to Land of Canaan. Mr. Speaker, guess what is the cost per km of road? $4.6 billion. We signed contracts valued $52 billion for 11.3 kilometer road. But Mr. Speaker, let me do an exegesis on this.
Before you could engage in that exercise, you need an extension.
Mr. Speaker, this time run out real fast.
Mr. Speaker.
But I'll live with what I get.
Hold on. Mr. Speaker, I ask that the honorable member be given 5 minutes to proceed with his presentation and conclude.
Mean even the 10% into what I want to say. But here it is. Let us finish. Mr. Speaker, hold on. Mr. Speaker, it's party time, right? You got a party time, Mr. Speaker. Good, let us go. But Mr. Speaker, on that same road, the devil is in the detail. Ashoka Bill Construction, the same company that is building the Ogle to Eccles bypass, phase 1 and phase 2, that is carrying the same cost per kg across those phases, as the minister pointed out. That we're paying the same price. That same company of international repute, that company bid a total cost of $41.5 billion to construct the entire road corridor in phase 4. We signed contracts for $52.5 billion. Mr. Speaker, can the members of this house explain how, in the name of Bishop Ejil, how, in the name of being an honorable and prudent public servant, you could make a decision to spend $52 billion when you have a reputable company that offered to build that road for $42 billion. That is a loss of $11.5 billion on phase 4 alone. That's prosperity theology. Mr. Speaker, this $11.5 billion, let me tell you what it could do. Let me tell you, when you're prudent managers and you examine contracts and you examine the cost and you hold a tight rein, this is what the people get to benefit. For $11.5 billion, Mr. Speaker, we could give 95,000 old age pensioners $25,000 for the next 5 years. That is the value that you must create. That is the kind of value you must extract. That is the value you must deliver to the Guyanese people. But Mr. Speaker, nobody don't care about that on that side of the house. And then look at Aubrey Barker. Let us go to Aubrey Barker. Mr. Speaker, I live there. Mr. Speaker, I live there. Aubrey Barker Road, Mr. Speaker, force and experience. Force and experience, Mr. Speaker. Aubrey Barker Road. 4 contractors, $1.5 billion. Mr. Speaker, 4 years. Nowhere in the modern world it takes a government 4 years to deliver the expansion of a 1.9 kilometer road. Nowhere in this modern world. Outside of Guyana. But Mr. Speaker, let me conclude. Mr. Speaker, in the context of explosive economic growth driven by the oil sector, this government has spent $5 trillion in the last 5 years. But what do we have to show other than sand, stone, and cement? Mr. Speaker, at some point, after the waves of the Hero Highway are settled, and the noise of this house on that side fades, this government would have to reconcile the monies it spent with the value it delivered. And in doing so, the Guyanese people watching this telecast must ask the hard question. They must ask the hard question. How is it, after spending $5 trillion in 5 years, after the unverified claim of creating 100,000 jobs, distributing 50,000 house lots, 5,000 contracts, 12,000 projects, and all of that, 58%. How is it that 58% of this country remains in poverty? How is it, after you would have proudly announced your numbers, 32% of our people live in extreme poverty? This is not leadership that cares. This is a group of administrators who I would consider hirelings. People who work for money and no care for people. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for your time.